India is the diabetes capital of the world, and specialists warn that what we see is only the tip of the iceberg. Pollution, lifestyle, and stress are fueling a silent epidemic, especially among the young. On World Diabetes Day, we brought together leading experts to decode what's really happening and what India must do next.
Environmental pollution or pollution in the air, the water, the food we eat has got certain pollutants known as endocrine disruptors which can cause diabetes to happen even in people, young people who don't have any traditional risk factor for diabetes. Number one. Number two, even those with diabetes, it has a potential to increase their levels of blood glucose, making their sugars more difficult to manage and potentially can increase the chances of complications of diabetes, including the brain, the heart, the liver, and the kidney. That's how important the interaction of environment, pollution, and diabetes is.
All this microparticles which has the PM less than 2.5 leads to increased oxidative stress and inflammation in our body, which ultimately causes increased stress on the pancreas, reduce insulin production, and as well as also it leads to increased insulin resistance and finally leading to the onset of the diabetes.
See, air pollution harms everybody, be it any forte, be it any attire. Diabetes as such reduces the body immunity of a person. So if you are diabetic, that too highly uncontrolled diabetes, and if the duration of diabetes is too long, so air pollution, water pollution, and poor lifestyle is gonna affect your lung, your brain health in every sense. So yes, no direct implications of air pollution might be there with diabetes in its incidence or prevalence, but diabetes per se in diabetic patients, if they are left uncontrolled or undetected, air pollution would increase their mortality and morbidity.
Over the last about 25 to 30 years, we've been practicing diabetes care. There has been a very large increase in the occurrence of diabetes in the young population. That's very hurtful because the young population is driving the economy of the country, is driving the growth of the country. They're the ones who are running families, who are entering into family life. So the most productive part of a person's life is now people are getting afflicted with diabetes, and that's, yes, it's very, very concerning.
And even in the children who are at the age of 15, 12, 14, so youngest type 2 diabetes which I am seeing is 12 years of age, and all this is happening because of the poor lifestyle, poor nutrition, reduced activity, and as I talked about all this air pollution, endocrine disruptors which we are seeing, use of too much of the plastics, all this ultimately leads to increase in the prevalence of the diabetes.
So much so that almost 17 to 18% of individuals in India right now below the age of 35 are getting diagnosed as diabetes, especially with diabetes type 2. In them, lifestyle changes as well as genetics play a role. The prevalence of type 2 diabetes is almost to the scale of 10% in individuals less than 25 years of age.
So diabetes cannot be reversed. However, the correct scientific word is remission of diabetes. That means somebody, by virtue of a very strict nutrition plan, physical activity, stress management, they can come off medications for diabetes. Their numbers would be in the normal range. However, when the lifestyle breaks, the weight comes back, the nutrition gets disturbed, physical inactivity creeps up, stress increases, the sugars may come back and they may require treatment for a long term. So we need to put in all efforts to prevent the increasing occurrence of diabetes in the young and provide them with the best possible diabetes care so that they don't develop the complications of diabetes.
We have to act now, and rightly as said by our Prime Minister also, that we need to reduce the consumption of oils, leading to the reduction in the weight of the population overall and reduction in the all these chronic diseases.
So if you want to take my example, my mother is highly diabetic. She's been diabetic for last 35 years. Though touch wood, she's maintaining herself now well. She's 74. I had a very bad lifestyle of my own. In the last 2 years, I was overtly obese, with a BMI of 35, giving myself excuses every other day. I don't have time because of my practice. I didn't have the willpower, lack of energy. Though all my blood tests used to come out normal. Then suddenly, one day my HbA1c is 7.6. That was it. I never want diabetes. I stood for lifestyle changes, went for regular exercises, reduced on my carbs, no synthetic foods, no irritated drinks. Occasions they always help you. No caffeine and always being very truthful to my own body. I've lost huge kgs. I feel more energetic. I feel young, and I know my metabolism has improved. So what I can do, everybody can do. Why I say I? Because it's an example to set in. So lifestyle changes, lack of willpower is just synthetic. It's just temporary. You need to understand and accept that you are falling yourself into a trap which you are ought to create by your own reasons.
Diabetes is rising faster than ever. But with awareness, cleaner environments, and lifestyle changes, India can turn the tide. This World Diabetes Day, commit to one change: small, sustainable, and honest. Your future body will thank you.